Thank you, Alex, Owen, and TJ, for that lovely preview we got for a wonderful matchup. And for our listeners, welcome to Atlanta, Georgia for the Sweet 16. Alongside Jonas Tompkin, I'm Ethan Summers, and we are ready to see two great teams go at it here on Friday night. For Michigan, they got here after a 3-point win over 12-seeded UCSD, and then a double-digit 12-point win over A&M, 4-seed A&M, and then Auburn gets here with two double-digit wins over 16-seed Alabama State, and then 9-seed Creighton in. And here they are to face a red-hot Michigan team. Jonas, what are we looking at here?
I mean, we've got a lot on our hands here at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, Ethan, I just want to say it is an absolute privilege to be here with you calling this game. I'm so excited. Can't thank WCBN Sports enough. I really can't wait for this game. But the Wolverines do have a task at hand here. Auburn is one of the best offensive teams in the country. I mean, they can shoot the ball from beyond the arc so well. They've got so many threats, whether it's off the dribble, catch and shoot. I mean, they do a lot of off-ball screens. Their offense is just amazing, and they don't commit a lot of turnovers either. And it's just going to be a tough time out here for the Wolverines if they're going to want to keep up with the #1 seed Auburn Tigers. And the Wolverines, it's their first time back in the NCAA tournament in over 3 years. Coach Dusty May, coming from Florida Atlantic, brought the Wolverines, turned this team around after a rough season last year, just 8 wins on the season last year. And now they're back in the Sweet 16 here in Atlanta, Georgia. And, you know, last time out against A&M, a huge game from Roddy Gale Jr. Went 4 for 6 from beyond the arc after in the entire year of 2025 just going 3 for 35 from beyond the arc. So he hit more threes in that game than he did all year so far. So they're going to need a big show out from players like Roddy Gale, who haven't been producing all season. And then LJ Kaysen had a great game, always brings great energy off the bench. So I'm really excited to see what the Wolverines can do today. And we'll see if they can keep up with these feisty Auburn Tigers.
Before we get into more about what's going to take out on the court, I'm looking around the stands here. We're only an hour and a half out of Auburn's campus, and it is loud for War Eagle chants here in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll see what the Michigan crowd can bring in just a few moments. But Auburn takes the floor, the crowd goes nuts, and it's going to be loud here in State Farm Arena. But Auburn, I mean, what a talented team for a long portion of this season. Definitely. They were considered the consensus #1 team in America. It earned them the #1 outright seed in the NCAA tournament. Highlighted, obviously, by SEC Player of the Year, John I. Broome. But when you look outside of Broome, you have wing players and guards that can shoot absolutely lights out. Denver Jones, 50% catch and shoot threes. Miles Kelly can absolutely light it up, hit 7 threes against Alabama State in the first round. Pettiford can create off the dribble, not to mention Chad Baker-Mazara. This team is loaded. They have so much talent, and Michigan is going to need to play their absolute best ball. But looking on the bright side for this Michigan Wolverines team is just a week ago back in Denver against A&M. They played, in my opinion, a great basketball game.
100%.
A&M is a very talented team who, not to mention, just beat Auburn a couple weeks ago to close out the regular season. And Michigan handled them pretty solidly. Obviously, Roddy Gale has his career high. One outstanding game from him. LJ Kaysen played outstanding. I thought his best game of the season.
Definitely.
But in this game, in this matchup, is it going to be LJ and Roddy that are going to have to step up once again? Are they going to look for other guys? What does Michigan have to do offensively to try and keep up with all the offensive firepower that Auburn's going to show on the other end?
I mean, this has been the story all season, but Michigan has to limit the turnovers. Auburn is not going to turn the ball over a lot. So if the Wolverines are turning the ball over consistently, as they have tended to do throughout this season, it's really going to be tough for them to keep up with Auburn. But Michigan ended the regular season with 3 straight losses. But then going into the Big Ten tournament, they obviously beat Purdue, then beat Maryland on a crazy Trey Donaldson game-winning layup where he drove from one end of the court to the other, and then ended up beating Wisconsin in that Big Ten tournament final. And then obviously winning these first 2 games of the NCAA tournament. They're 5-0 since ending the regular season with 3 losses. So they're hot. Michigan is playing some of their best basketball. They've been limiting the turnovers. And if they can keep that going, they have a chance here to compete with these Auburn Tigers, and they're going to have to hit their 3-pointers. They're going to have to convert. They did it against A&M, and they're going to have to do it tonight because there's really little room for error against these Tigers.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it a little bit on the trip down here, but Michigan, they're not a team that excels from behind the 3-point line.
Nope.
They're going to need to make double-digit threes at the very least tonight to pick up a win against the number 1 seed Auburn. This team was the best team in the best conference all year long for a reason. They are a very, very, very talented team. It is not going to be an easy 40 minutes here for the Wolverines, but do they have a chance? Absolutely. Absolutely they have a chance, and I think everyone knows. We don't have to talk about it until we get there, but guess who's next on Sunday with a win today? Sparty. So,
Michigan State.
Everything. If you're a guy on this Michigan team, I'm sure they want nothing more than to pick up a win and get one last opportunity to beat that team, that in-state rival that they struggled twice this year. But we'll take a look at the starting lineups as they get announced for the Wolverines. It's nothing out of the ordinary for the Wolverines. It's Danny Wolf, Trey Donaldson, Namari Burnett, Reuben Jones, Vlad Golden. Same thing that this Michigan team has shown for a good stretch now, and now here comes the Auburn starting lineup. I don't know if you guys can hear the crowd pop that goes on, but it's loud. There's a lot of Auburn fans in this arena, but for Auburn, once again, no surprises. Denver Jones, John I. Broom, Chad Baker Mazzara, Miles Kelly, Dylan Cardwell. The one thing about Auburn that we have noticed as we've been prepping for this one, Jonas, they run a tight bench. They run about 7 guys only. Only about 7 guys get significant minutes on this team, and not a lot of depth at the big. They have Chaney Johnson, who comes off the bench. He's 6'7", and can give them some good minutes down low. But Cardwell, 6'11", he's a beast defensively. He can guard any position. He's super athletic, super quick for how big he is. John I. Broom, obviously, he's a big guy, 6'10", and a great defender down low. He struggles a little bit on the outside when he has to switch onto a guard. But if Michigan can look to get those bigs in foul trouble, Auburn does not have a lot of room on that bench to compete there. But Jonas, I mean, we're getting ready for tip here. You can feel the excitement in the arena.
Definitely.
We've been pumped up all day watching that exciting Ole Miss-Michigan State game that just went down right before this.
Yeah.
Got us even more pumped up for what we're about to watch. And
Exactly.
Here we go. We're almost ready for tip-off. Michigan and Auburn for a chance in the regional final.
Yeah, and we've been at the stadium since about 4:30. It's really just been an adrenaline rush since we got here. And yeah, I mean, according to the Auburn Alumni Association, there are 24,700 living alumni from Auburn that live in the Atlanta metro area. So it has not been too difficult for these Auburn fans to make the trip here. Ann Arbor, a little bit further from Atlanta than Auburn, but still some Michigan fans here in State Farm Arena, and I really can't be more excited for this March Madness basketball.
The Wolverines are set for this tip. They're waiting Auburn to get out of their huddle and join them at midcourt. I'm really interested to see what Michigan and Dusty May, and also what Bruce Pearl decides what to do with their big men. Does Golden guard Broom? Does Golden guard Cardwell? Does Broom guard Golden? Does Broom guard Wolf? Where do they match up those bigs? Do they switch them often? Do they keep them there? We'll see just shortly here as we get ready for tip-off. It'll be Golden and Cardwell. Here we go.
Danny Wolf just checking the ball, make sure it's pumped up to the correct volume, or make sure it has enough air in it. As Auburn fans are exchanging some hugs. It's Baker, Mazzara, and Cardwell getting a nice hug. They're ready for it. This is an emotional game. This is the biggest game of the season for both teams so far, obviously.
And they know a loss here, this is their last college basketball game, so they do not want to lose. As here comes the tip. It gets tipped around, and Vlad Golden caught it as it bounced in between them, and they'll re-tip this one. So a little bit of an awkward start here, but we'll re-tip between Golden and Cardwell. That tip goes to Auburn as Denver Jones will walk it up the floor for the Tigers. Now here's Kelly, swings it across to Broom on the right wing. Backdoor cut from Mazzara, stolen away by Namari Burnett. And Trey Donaldson will walk it up. 19:44 to play here in the first half, still 0-0. Donaldson at the March Madness logo. Reuben Jones on the right wing. Gives it to Golden, top of the key. Looking for Donaldson, doesn't hand it off to him, now gives it back to him at midcourt. Gets a screen from Golden. Donaldson moving left, looks right. Burnett to Wolf on the right wing. Now Burnett cutting down low, leaps and catches it. Looks for a layup, can't find it. Kicks it out, Reuben Jones, one on the shot clock. Burnett puts up a quick mid-range, no good. Rebound, John I. Broom, 9:14 to play, 0-0.
Yeah, Auburn turned it over on their first possession after I said they do not commit too many turnovers.
Baker Mazzara tried to draw a foul on Danny Wolf on a right wing three, but didn't get the whistle, and that's a miss and a rebound for the Wolverines, just under 19 to play. Donaldson driving inside, goes for the right-hand floater, no good. Tipped off of Danny Wolf, and that will go to Auburn basketball. 18:53 to go, still no score here in Atlanta.
Both teams still need to get settled in a bit. You can tell nerves are high, emotions are high.
Let's go Auburn chants erupting in the arena. It's Baker Mazzara on the right wing with Burnett on him. Gives it to Kelly in the opposite corner. His three-pointer, that one no good. Offensive rebound, Cardwell kicks it out. Denver Jones, right wing three, got it. 3-0 Auburn, they strike first. 18:30 to go, and Denver Jones, 50% catch and shoot threes. He nails that one.
Can't give Auburn two open threes on the same possession. It's not going to end well for the Wolverines.
Reuben Jones trying to attack on Miles Kelly and draws a reach-in foul at the March Madness logo near midcourt. So that's a quick foul for Miles Kelly. First foul in the game called here. 18:21 to go, 3-0 Auburn. Reuben Jones will inbound on the right sideline, gives it to Burnett, who hands it right back to Jones. Golden at the top of the key with Cardwell on him. Now Danny Wolf with Broom on him. Gets a screen from Golden. Step back three. No good. Burnett hustles for the offensive rebound but can't corral it. And now here comes Denver Jones and the Auburn Tigers. 18 minutes to play. Cardwell hands it off to Baker Mazzara, top of the key. Inside to Broom at the left elbow. Backs down Golden. Spins, shot off the front iron, no good. Rebound to Namari Burnett and the Wolverines. Here's Burnett. Swings it across. Donaldson, wide open right wing three. Got it!
Nice off-ball movement there from Trey Donaldson, cutting across to the right wing and able to get the catch-and-shoot three to go.
It's all tied at 3 apiece. 17:25 to go here in the first half. It's John I. Broom at the top of the wing with Vlad Golden on him. Here comes a top of the key three from Denver Jones off the screen, no good. Rebound Vlad Golden. Michigan moves forward on offense. Donaldson to Burnett in the right wing. Burnett drives in on Baker Mazzara. Strong move in, goes up for the layup and got it. 5-3 Michigan, 17 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Burnett putting a shoulder there on Baker Mazzara and very aggressive. You love to see it.
Jones gives it to Cardwell at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Broom. On the right block, moves inside, almost traveled, but gets it outside to Denver Jones. Back to Broom. Thinks about a corner three. Now takes a right corner three and got it. John I. Broom hits a three-pointer of his own. It's 6-5 Auburn. 16:35 to play in the first half. Donaldson moving left, drives in, takes a pull-up mid-range off the front iron, no good, and Kelly's moving on transition. Gives it to Denver Jones. Behind the back move, lefty layup, and gets it to fall. What a move by Denver Jones. It's 8. They're having trouble with the scoreboard here. It's 8-5 Auburn.
accidentally gave the points to
16-13 to go in the first half. Danny Wolf driving right on Cardwell. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Good defense by Cardwell. Now here's Denver Jones on the left wing with Burnett on him. 16 to go here. 8-5 Auburn. Broom. Left wing three. He pulls up over Golden. No good. Off the front iron. Gets the offensive rebound. Swings it across to Cardwell, who goes up for the layup. No good, but fouled by Danny Wolf. John I. Broom stole that offensive rebound away from Damari Burnett there.
Yeah, not what you want to see if you're the Wolverines. Damari Burnett thought he had the rebound there after Broom missed his second three attempt. He made his first three, just shooting over 25% on the season, but obviously feeling confident. That first one from the right corner was good, but then that second one from the left wing was a little bit short, but Michigan unable to come up with the rebound, and then the foul's drawn. So Auburn will have 2 free throws after the first media timeout here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep, so we hit the under 16 with 15:52 to go. It's 8-5 Auburn. They have 2 free throws coming up for Dylan Cardwell, who is not a great free throw shooter for this team, just 31.7% on the year. So got to feel a little good about that for the Wolverines to see if Cardwell can convert on any of his free throws. You're listening to WCBN FM Ann Arbor here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're live for the Sweet 16 between Auburn and Michigan.
Yeah, and Auburn, obviously, head coach Bruce Pearl, it's his 11th season with the Tigers. SEC Coach of the Year this year. It was his 4th time winning SEC Coach of the Year. He's the all-time winningest coach in Auburn history, out of Boston, Massachusetts. Went to Boston College and has a foundation for himself, the Bruce Pearl Foundation. He raises a lot of money for children's charities in Alabama. So Ethan and I actually talked to him a sec before the game when we first got to the stadium here around 4 o'clock, and he's just a very nice guy and was very happy to talk to the both of us, which we both really appreciated. But not a terrible start here for the Wolverines, shooting 2 for 7 from the field. Haven't been able to get all their shots to convert. That 3 from Trey Donaldson was pretty big, got them going a little bit, and Auburn hasn't taken all the opportunities that Michigan has given them. Missed a couple open shots, but that is not going to continue for the rest of the game. And if you're the Wolverines, you really need to be efficient from the floor, because this Auburn offense is really going to get going as they start to settle into this game. 2 things that I saw there too was John I. Broom. He's looking to shoot the 3 ball, which he doesn't do that often. Rare.
He's only a 26% three-point shooter, but he's started to shoot the ball a little bit more as the season's gone along. So he's taken 2 already. He's 1 for 2. And Trey Donaldson, playing his former team, I mean, we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
He hits the first 3-pointer of the game for Michigan. You got to think that he is ready and primed to come up with a big performance tonight against his former team. Danny Wolf as well missed his first couple shot attempts of the game, but he has some experience beating Auburn in March with their win last year in the first round, Yale over Auburn in last year's tournament. And here comes Cardwell's 2 free throws as Roddy Gale has checked in for Trey Donaldson. Yeah, early substitution for Donaldson, but Gale obviously played great in this last game. So. As well as the freshman Tahad Pettiford comes in for Denver Jones as the first free throw for Cardwell, no good. So he's 0 for 1 in his first of 2. Here comes the second. Deep breath there from Cardwell. He's got the second, so he goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. And Chanley Johnson checks in place of Cardwell for the Tigers. And gets a big ovation from the crowd for stepping on the floor. Yeah, it does feel like a home game here for the Tigers, being so close to home. Tigers keep up full court pressure. Reuben Jones goes coast to coast, reverse layup. No good, but gets a foul on the take. They went full court. Reuben Jones got a step on his man and went the full length of the floor and got fouled on the take. He'll shoot 2 from the line, and coming to check in is number 42, Will Cheddar, for the Wolverines. We'll see who he looks to take out. It will most likely be one of Danny Wolf or Vlad Golden, as we see usually by this Michigan team. Reuben Jones puts up the first and makes it. So now it is 9-6. Auburn leads, 15:46 to go, and off comes Vlad Golden for Will Cheddar.
Nice athletic move there from Jones. Went up from the left side, but brought the ball under the hoop and tried to get it up with his right.
Reuben Jones takes the shot, and he makes the second free throw. He goes perfect from the stripe that time. 9-7. Auburn leads this one by 2. 15:40 to go in the first half. Pettiford takes it up the floor, has it at the March Madness logo. Tries to find Kelly off a screen. That one's a turnover. It's stolen by Will Cheddar. Driving down the middle, Danny Wolf lays it up and in. 9-9, all tied up on the fast break two by Danny Wolf. And there's 15:22 to play here in the first half. Kelly on the left wing. Gives it to Johnson, who swings it across to Mazzara, who enters it down low on the right block to John I. Broom. Will Cheddar on him, now faces the basket. Spin move, goes up. That layup bounces off the front iron and falls. A tough move and finish there by John I. Broom. It's 11-9 Auburn. Michigan moving quickly down the floor. Danny Wolf on the right wing. Namari Burnett, left wing, deep three. No good. Offensive rebound, Danny Wolf. Resets it to Reuben Jones. Now Danny Wolf in the right corner. John I. Broom on him. Now backs down Broom. Moving in. Spins. Puts it up with the right hand and gets it to fall. Danny Wolf answers with a tough bucket of his own. It's 11-11 with 14:40 to go in the first half.
Broom playing some really aggressive defense there, but a good job from Wolf, able to get it to go.
Baker Mazzara, right wing three, in and out. And that one goes out of bounds. They will say off of Michigan, and it remains Auburn basketball. $14:27 to go. Denver Jones checks back in for Kelly. And the inbound goes into Broom. And a quick whistle right on the inbound. They will call that on Reuben Jones. Trey Donaldson will check back in for Namari Burnett. And in comes L.J. Kaysen, his first minutes of the game, coming in for Reuben Jones.
Yeah, Kaysen, the freshman, who initially committed to Florida Atlantic, but when he heard Dusty May was coming to Michigan, he decided to change up and join the coach that he likes so much and has found some success here with the Wolverines.
Here's Jones driving right on Wolf, stolen away by Donaldson, but it falls back in Jones's hands. Now here's Baker Mazzara on the right wing, driving in, Kaysen on him, looking for options. Tries to pass it out to Pettiford, almost stolen by Gale. Now Pettiford takes a pull-up, top of the key three, off the back iron, rebound, Baker Mazzara. Mid-range for Baker Mazzara now. That one off the back iron, rebound John I. Broom. He goes up for the layup, gets his own rebound again, and finally finishes. A lot of chances there for the Tigers. It's 13-11 with just under 14 to go in the first half. Donaldson walks it up the floor. They'll set up the offense. It's L.J. Kaysen on the left wing. Swings it across to Cheddar. He thought about a three from the top of the key, but won't take it. Now gives it back. Now Danny Wolf on the left wing. Wolf driving in on Broom. Moves around, reverse layup, no good. Off of Pettiford's foot and goes out of bounds. It will remain with Michigan. 13:30 to go. And Vlad Golden checks back in for Danny Wolf. 13-11 Auburn.
No turnovers so far from the Wolverines, which you love to see, and just a 2-point deficit here. And the Wolverines doing a good job protecting the ball. A couple offensive rebounds, though, from Auburn on that last possession allowed them to get a bucket. Broom getting his own rebound on the missed layup. And if you're Michigan, you're going to want to limit those offensive rebounds.
They'll say the ball did not hit the rim on Wolf's layup attempt, so there's 4.2 on the shot clock. Gale inbounds it to Trey Donaldson, who finds it underneath the hoop, goes up for the layup and can't finish. Donaldson almost found himself open under the rim, but couldn't finish the layup. It's Auburn basketball. Trey Donaldson steals it from behind from Pettiford. Pettiford wasn't paying attention. Gale goes up for the layup. No good, but a foul called on the fast break. That one will go on Pettiford. Pettiford was just walking up the floor, and Trey Donaldson stole it right from behind him.
He might have forgotten Donaldson was in the backcourt, but Donaldson just came right from behind, swatted away with his right hand.
They call that one on the floor, so Donaldson will inbound underneath the basket. He gets it in to Roddy Gale Jr., who goes backcourt. 13-14 to go. Auburn leads this one 13-11. Roddy Gale drives in right, almost lost it, gets it back though. Gives it to Vlad Golden on the top of the key with Broom on him. Golden backs down Broom now. Moving left, pump fake, lost the ball on the pump fake, and Broom steals it away. And there's that Michigan turnover. Pettiford driving in on Donaldson, goes up for the floater. Great defense by Donaldson, that's an air ball. And they will say a foul on Chaney Johnson on an over the back, or do they call that one out of bounds?
I think his foot was out of bounds when he caught that ball.
So they'll call that one out of bounds on Chaney Johnson, you're right.
Good hustle, though.
Good call by
Chaney.
you, Jonas.
Thank you, Ethan.
12:45 to go in the first. 13-11 Auburn. Trey Donaldson walks it up the floor for Michigan. Gives it to Roddy Gale on the left wing, who gets a screen from Cheddar. Now back to Donaldson. Donaldson moving left. Gives it to Golden, top of the key, at the free throw line. Now backing down, Broom. Pump fake up with the right hand. A beautiful post move by Vlad Golden. Absolutely fooled John I. Broom. It's 13-13 with 12:20 to go. Pettiford with Roddy Gale on him. Moves left. Now going right. Gets a screen. Pull up three. No good. Rebound LJ Kaysen. Donaldson pushing the floor. Up to Cheddar, who goes up for the lob layup. Blocked away by Pettiford. What a defensive play by Pettiford. And that ignites this Auburn crowd.
Yeah, Pettiford just 6'1" there, going up against Will Cheddar in 6'8". But obviously Pettiford very athletic, and Cheddar did not see him coming, trying to get the layup to go off of the alley-oop from a nice pass. But Cheddar's going to check out the game after he went down pretty hard.
There's 12:04 to play here. They inbound it to Golden at the top of the key. Hands it off to Danny Wolf. Now a pick and roll action with the two of them. Wolf picks up his dribble, gives it down low to Golden in the post with Cardwell on him. Goes up, but gets pushed by Cardwell. And that will be a foul. That will be the under 12. And we'll send it back quickly to Ann Arbor in the station, where Owen Crane, TJ, and Alex are waiting for us. Thank you for that, guys. What a lovely update from the studio. And we are back here in Atlanta. It is 13-13 at the under 12, 11:54 exactly to play here in the first half. Jonas, what have you seen in this first 8 minutes, and what has Michigan done to allow this game to be a tie game so far?
Well, I said at the beginning, Michigan has got to limit their turnovers. And for a while there, they didn't turn the ball over at all. And then when I mentioned it, that's exactly when they turned it over. And Auburn with the 3 turnovers. They also haven't been shooting as efficiently, from beyond the arc as they usually are. Just 2 for 9 from 3, shooting 22%. A couple pull-up threes from Pettiford could not go. And that's really been it. It's like Auburn usually is a lot more efficient. They're shooting 31% from the field in these first 8 minutes, and that is destined to change most likely. So if you're the Wolverines, you just got to keep going. They've been playing very aggressive on offense. They play best when they're playing fast, when they go downhill very quickly, and LJ Kaysen got a rebound and pushed the ball down the court very quickly, and that's when Michigan plays their best. And, you know, a couple good defensive plays from Auburn stopped Will Cheddar from getting an alley-oop layup, but other than that, Wolverines have kept up with these Auburn Tigers so far.
It is Michigan basketball. Trey Donaldson will inbound underneath the basket. It's Kaysen, Gale, Wolf, Golden. Gale takes a wide open three from the left corner. No good, though. Trying to keep his shooting streak alive, but that's rebounded by Auburn, and Pettiford will walk it up across half court. Hands it off to Denver Jones, who moves right. Thinks about a pull-up three, but Danny Wolf contests. Donaldson's down low on Cardwell. They can't enter it to him. Here's Golden guarding Chaney, and Chaney stepped out of bounds. Chaney Johnson steps out of bounds for the Tigers, and that's another turnover, the fourth turnover. Auburn has no points in the last 2:23. Trey Donaldson walks over half court. Might have gotten away with a carry there at midcourt. And now it's Golden at the top of the key. Gives it down low to Donaldson at the free throw line. Donaldson backing down Pettiford in the paint. Now takes a drop step, goes up with the right hand, and Donaldson finishes.
Very aggressive move there from Donaldson, posting up on Pettiford, who's just 6'1", not the biggest guard, and Donaldson using his size to his advantage.
15-13 Michigan, 10:55 to go in the first half. Pettiford takes a pull-up mid-range. No good, but a foul on the jump shot on Trey Donaldson, and two free throws coming for Pettiford with 10:53 to go. 15-13 Michigan.
Donaldson not too happy about that call, looking a little confused, and now talking to the referee after he was called on the foul on that mid-range jumper from Pettiford, the freshman out of Jersey City, New Jersey.
Pettiford bends the knee and takes the first free throw. That one rims out, no good. Burnett and Jones check in for the Wolverines in place of Gale and Kaysen. Trey Donaldson with 5 points already. That leads the team in the first 9 minutes of this one. He's 2 for 5 shooting, 1 for 1 from deep. Pettiford gets ready to shoot the second. That one's good. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. And it's 15-14 Michigan, 10:53 to go. Full court pressure by the Tigers. They get it in to Danny Wolf, and Danny Wolf can't corral the pass. It's stolen away by Johnson. Pettiford driving in right and goes up for the layup. That one's good. 16-15 Auburn. Donaldson crosses half court. 10:40 to go in the first half. Burnett on the left wing. Drives in on Cardwell. Goes up for the dunk and gets blocked on the dunk attempt. Auburn pushing on the fast break. Here comes Kelly. Takes a three from the top of the key. That one hits off the back of the glass and no good. Reuben Jones, other side, no good on his three-point attempt. And now Pettiford going down the other way. Pettiford swing pass Kelly. Left corner three. No good. Rebound Donaldson. And it's a lot of fast-paced threes, but a lot of misses here as Donaldson slows things down for the Wolverines. Wolf on the right wing. Gets a screen from Golden, takes a pull-up three from the right wing, and Danny Wolf hits the bullseye. It's 18-16 Michigan, 9:50 to go here in the first half.
Danny Wolf with the pull-up three, something that Auburn likes to do a lot, those pull-up threes, and you love to see the 7-footer hitting from downtown.
It's Jones on the left wing, gives it to Pettiford. Pettiford has Reuben Jones on him. Cardwell, bounce pass to Johnson. With Burnett on him down low on the left block. Swing pass to Jones with Danny Wolf on him. Jones driving in, takes a step back, left elbow mid-range. That one no good. Offensive rebound by Cardwell. Swings it across to Kelly, who drives in. Blocked away by Vlad Golden. Here comes Reuben Jones on the fast break. Jones driving in. Looks for an extra pass, and that one's stolen away by Johnson. Johnson now coming on the fast break. Gives it to the corner. Wide open three for Kelly. He's got it. 19-18 Auburn, and some messy basketball going on here. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Danny Wolf gets a screen from Golden, drives left. Wolf, right hand layup from the left side. He scoops it and scores, and shows the right hand to the Auburn bench as he goes back on defense. It's 20-19 Michigan, 8:40 to go here in the first half.
Reminiscing on that first round win in the tournament last year is Danny Wolf.
Pettiford at the top of the key. Namari Burnett guards him now. Michigan switching up their defensive assignments. Cardwell gives him a screen. Pettiford, step back three, no good. Rebound, Reuben Jones. Jones, swing pass, right corner three. Namari Burnett, no good. Cardwell rebounds. Pettiford pushes the pace for the Tigers. Pettiford thought about a step back three, now drives in right, and no one home to stop him on that layup. It's 21-20. Auburn leads, 8:04 to go in the first half. Donaldson walks it up the floor. We're under 8 now. Next whistle will take a TV timeout. Golden, top of the key, drives in on Cardwell, goes up with the right hand, can't finish, rebounded by Kelly. Denver Jones now gives it to Pettiford with Danny Wolf on him. Pettiford on the left wing. Pettiford isolation. Now moves in, goes right. Steps back, looking for an option to pass, and kicks it out to Denver Jones. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jones with Reuben Jones on him. Takes a pull-up three, top of the key, off the back iron. That one tipped away by Cardwell. It'll be off his hand, and Michigan basketball, 7:24 to go. We go to the under 8. It'll be Michigan basketball, 21-20 Auburn.
Yeah, as you said, Ethan, some messy basketball there in the past few minutes from both teams. Both teams, whenever they got a defensive rebound, immediately pushing it down the court, and a lot of the times going straight into traffic, whether it's driving down low, but also taking some quick threes. We saw Namari Burnett take a quick three that was a little bit contested in the right corner when, Michigan had just brought the ball down the court. But, that is their strong suit. Michigan plays well when they play fast, when they bring the ball down the court quickly. And, they shouldn't try and change up what they're doing. You did see the Michigan players get a little bit tired towards the end of that session before this media timeout. But they'll take a little bit of a break here. And Coach Dusty May has got to be happy with how these Wolverines have performed so far against the #1 seed in the Auburn Tigers. They limited them to shooting 21% from three, and a lot of that is on Auburn. They've had some open looks beyond the arc, and just going 3 for 14 from downtown is not how they usually play with the shooting threats that they have on this team. But Michigan down 1, 20,
Yes, but this Auburn team, they shoot a lot of threes. They get some good looks, but they take a lot of poor decisions too offensively.
Exactly.
We've seen a little bit of that here. Only shooting 32% from the field, and as you said, 21% from three, also 50% from the line. Michigan, on the other hand, 36% from the field, 28.6% from three, and 2 for 2 from the line. So Michigan not shooting the ball extraordinarily well either. Both teams struggling on the offensive end. However, it's a 1-point game, and there's 7:24 to go, and it's anyone's ball game right now.
Most definitely. And, in the first 2 games of the tournament, Auburn shot 46% from the field. So they were extremely efficient shooting, and they haven't started this game off like that, but that is most likely going to change for the rest of this game, for the rest of this half, probably. And we'll see how they do. But, Dusty May talked about this in his press conference, that he doesn't want his players to get content. He doesn't want them to get complacent. In a couple weeks, the Wolverines are going to look back on this and think about how the great things they did, how no one really expected them to come this far this season. But, the Wolverines have got to focus on the task at hand. And these players, he talked about it, ever since that Michigan State game where it was a pretty tough loss, all they've cared about is winning. This team wants to win, and they've showed that thus far in this game. It's really been an enjoyable watch, a little bit of a messy game as we got later into this first half, but nonetheless, a great game so far, a close matchup between these two teams, SEC versus Big Ten.
Michigan is going to need to play this Auburn team for a full 40 minutes. It's not going to take 12 minutes of close basketball for this game to be close. Creighton was up 2 on Auburn at half. Alabama State was only down 10 in that game. They were in that game at the half against Auburn. Michigan being in a close game at halftime does not mean that this game is anyone's. This Auburn team can light it up at any moment, and Michigan's going to have to play a sound 40 minutes of ball. But here we go, back underway with 7:24 to go here in this first half. The inbound goes to Roddy Gale Jr., and he walks up the floor for the Wolverines. Gale gives it to Wolf on the left wing. Wolf moving in on Cardwell. Wolf thought about a step back three, now drives left, moving inside, dunks it home. Danny Wolf, 22-21. Michigan leads, 7 to play here in the first half.
Danny Wolf with the huge slam, and hopefully that gets the Michigan team going. It definitely got these Wolverine fans on their feet.
Lob pass inside to Broom, stolen away by Will Cheddar, and Reuben Jones comes away with it, moving down the other end, goes up for the slam, and he gets fouled on the way up. Almost had a poster on 2 Auburn defenders, but he'll shoot 2 at the line regardless. 6:43 to play. It's 22-21 Michigan. Reuben Jones with 2 shots coming. Danny Wolf with that slam on the possession prior. That gives him 11 on the night. Danny Wolf, he shows up when he sees that burnt orange and blue.
Most definitely.
In March. Reuben Jones takes the first free throw and hits it.
And I just want to say, great defense there from Will Cheddar. Auburn tried to lob that ball down low into the paint. Cheddar going over the back, swatted that away towards Reuben Jones, who then took it all the way down the court and, like you said, went up strong, almost put him on a poster.
Here comes the second free throw from Reuben Jones, and he hits it. So he's gotten to the line twice, 2 for 2 both times. It's 24-21 Michigan. They show a little zone pressure here, full court. Here's Denver Jones, thought about the 3, now drives in on Cheddar. Great straight-up defense by Cheddar, and a tie-up between Wolf and Jones. Possession arrow points towards the Wolverines, and it's Michigan basketball up 24-21 with 6:32 to play in this first half.
Yeah, great hustle there from Danny Wolf. It looked like Jones had the rebound, but Danny Wolf getting his hands in there and forcing the jump ball, giving Michigan possession.
Danny Wolf with it now. He's got John I. Broom on him. Now drives right on Broom, goes up with the right hand, no good. Rebound by Chaney Johnson. Baker Mazzara now up the floor for Auburn. Namari Burnett on him. Gives it down low to Broom. Tries to find a cutting Johnson, but off the fingertips and out of bounds. That's another Auburn turnover.
6th turnover of the game here for the Tigers. And I said before this game started, Auburn does not commit any turnovers, but that hasn't been quite the case so far in this game, and the Wolverines will be fortunate because of that.
Michigan winning the turnover battle 6-3 right now. It's Reuben Jones at midcourt. Danny Wolf just checked out. Vlad Golden checked in for him. Off the fingertips of Vlad Golden. Had to try and save it. Went right to Broom, who passed it ahead to Denver Jones, who lays it up with the right hand. It's 24-23. Michigan leads by 1. 5:45 to go in the first half.
Bruce Pearl very animated on the sidelines right now, trying to get his Auburn players going.
Here's Jones, who gets a screen from Golden. Gives it to Burnett in the left wing. Kelly draped all over him. Burnett making a move. Step back 3 from the left wing. He's got it! Namari Burnett with a hand in his face. No problem for number 4. It's 27-23 Michigan. 5:15 to go in the first half. Kelly gets fouled on the catch by Roddy Gale. Trey Donaldson will check in.
Great step back 3 there from Namari Burnett. Very contested. I still remember his game-winning 3, the buzzer beater against Rutgers from way downtown, and he can really be a good shooter sometimes.
Backdoor cut. It's Miles Kelly going up for the dunk and can't convert. Rebound Vlad Golden. Roddy Gale pushing the tempo. Now wide open from the right elbow as Broom backed off but can't finish the wide open mid-range jumper. It's still 27-23 Michigan, 4:54 to go in the first half.
Great defense from Gale there, contesting Kelly's layup and not letting him get that dunk to go.
Baker Mazzara on the right wing, gives it down low to Broom on the block. Goes up over Vlad Golden, can't get it to go. Vlad Golden comes down with the rebound. Gale pushing the tempo for the Wolverines. Trey Donaldson, pull up, left wing 3. That one blocked away by Baker Mazzara. 4:30 to go in the first half. It's still 27-23 Michigan. Here's Broom with Cheddar on him. Backs him down, gives him a hard hit, and that's an offensive foul on John I. Broom. Will Cheddar draws it on the charge.
You know, they call Will Cheddar the glue guy for the Wolverines, and he shows it there. He's always getting his teammates pumped up, always ready to take a charge for his boys and, you know, hit the floor hard there, but happy to do it for his team and give them the ball.
He checks out there along with Namari Burnett. And Reuben Jones and Danny Wolf check back in. It's Trey Donaldson moving up the floor. Backdoor cut to Danny Wolf, just too far out in front. And that's a turnover by the Wolverines. 4:14 to go in the first half. It's still 27-23. Pettiford moves it up the floor. Now Baker Mazzara on the right wing. Now drives in left. Step back, takes a pump fake, moves in on Trey Donaldson, and the floater falls for Chad Baker Mazzara. It's 27-25 Wolverines lead with 3:55 to go in the first half. And this Auburn crowd is on their feet. Stolen away by Mazzara on the entry pass down low to Golden. Mazzara behind the back pass to Broom. That one's stolen away by Roddy Gale. Trey Donaldson goes up for the lob to Vlad Golden, and that one over his hands. And another turnover going back the other way. We've hit the under 4. It's 27-25 Michigan after 4 straight turnovers. There's 3:36 to go in the first half, and we head into immediate timeout. I mean, Trey Donaldson tries to find Vlad Golden on the entry pass. It gets stolen away. And then what was Baker Mazzara doing there with the behind-the-back pass easily stolen away by Roddy Gale? And then the lob attempt by Trey Donaldson to Vlad Golden. Another turnover.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an Auburn fan, you really have a love-hate relationship with Baker Mazzara. He can really be a game changer. He can be an electric on the floor, but then he also tries to make behind-the-back passes when it's really unnecessary, and that leads to turnovers. Luckily, it didn't end up with points for Michigan as Trey Donaldson put a little too much on the lob there from Vlad Golden, who was cutting in from the left wing, and the lob was a little bit behind him. But yeah, Michigan, 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes, 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes, so starting to regress back to the mean, so to say. And you know, a lot of turnovers in this first half from both teams. Auburn with 8 turnovers, Michigan with 7. And also, Trey Donaldson had a pull-up 3 in transition a couple minutes ago, and it was blocked by Baker Mazzara. Auburn is averaging 6 blocks a game as a team, already 3 blocks in this first half, so they can really be dangerous when it comes to that. And yeah, like I said at the beginning of the game, Michigan has to limit their turnovers. They've gotten away with it so far, still holding on to a 2-point lead here in the first half, but a lot of turnovers in these last 3 minutes. And Auburn still hasn't really gotten going from the field, shooting 33%, 10 for 30, and still 3 for 14 from 3. It looks like they've lost a little bit of confidence from shooting beyond the arc, don't you think?
Yeah, they have slowed down a little bit with their 3-point attempts. And they for sure have lost a little bit of confidence. At the beginning of the game, they were firing whenever they had an inch of space. Now a little bit more cautious to take the wide open 3, but not shooting the ball well from the field at all. Neither of these teams are, to be quite honest. Michigan just a little bit better, and that's why you find them with a 27-25 lead here with 3:36 to go. A low-scoring game by all means here. Probably that favors Michigan, where Auburn, used to playing that high-paced SEC-style basketball, can score 100 points on you in a blink of an eye. Michigan, I would assume, would want to limit the scoring in this game. Makes it much easier to keep up with this Auburn offensive firepower. Michigan doing a great job defending, forcing turnovers, and contesting good shot attempts by the Tigers.
And forcing them to make some bad decisions. I mean, we saw it from Baker Mazzara with that attempted behind-the-back pass. He did that in a Duke game when he was inbounding the ball from under the basket. So Baker Mazzara sometimes not making the best decisions, and if you're an Auburn fan, it really might not make you feel great. But it's a love-hate relationship. He can turn this game around if he wanted to. 25 years old. Chad Baker-Mazara. So a lot of experience there, but still making, some rookie mistakes, you might say.
We're back underway here, 3:35 to go in the first half. Pettiford will walk it up the floor for Auburn. Gives it to Baker-Mazara on the left wing. Kaysen on him. Kaysen tipped away the pass. Baker-Mazara got it back. Now gives it inside to Broom with Golden on him. Almost lost it. Now kicks it out to the right wing to Chaney Johnson. Backing down Gale. Now drop step to the right, fade away, mid-range. Nothing but net there. It's all tied up at 27. 3:05 to go here in the first half. LJ Kaysen walks up the floor for the Wolverines. Gets a screen from Golden. Now backdoor cut to Roddy Gale. Goes up on Baker-Mazara and finishes with the right hand. A tough finish there for Roddy Gale Jr. It's 29-27, 2:48 to play in the first half.
Nice job there from Gale Jr. using his body to get the bucket, his first 2 points of the game.
Baker-Mazara driving right, goes up with the floater. That one rolls around, no good. Rebound tipped around, put up by John I. Broom, and fouled on the putback attempt by LJ Kaysen. He'll get 2 free throws coming up with 2:33 to go. 29-27, Michigan leads.
Yeah, and again, the Wolverines not able to get those defensive rebounds, and it's costing them as Broom's going to go to the line here for 2.
First one, no good off the front iron. That one a bad miss by Broom.
Way short there.
He's 59.2% free throw shooter, so does not excel at the line either. Neither of these bigs do for the Tigers.
Definitely not.
He is basically the consensus second best player in the country, though, as the second free throw is up and in. It's 29-28. Michigan leads. 2:33 to play in the first half, and Auburn picking back up the full court pressure, but they'll back off once Michigan inbounds to LJ Kaysen. Kaysen gives it to Wolf at the top of the key with Chaney Johnson on him. Behind the back move. Now has Broom on him. Drives inside left. Goes up. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Broom, and Pettiford advances for the Tigers. Now cutting is Chaney Johnson, who fumbles another pass. He was left all alone in the lane. That's the second or third time he's dropped one of those passes, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover by Auburn, and it's Michigan basketball. 2:08 to go. They still lead 29-28.
Great pass there from Pettiford, threading the needle through the entire Michigan defense, but some butterfingers there from Chaney Johnson.
Reuben Jones gives it to Gale on the right corner. Now backing down Kelly. Inside, almost lost it. That ball is loose, and it's a tie-up. And the possession arrow points the way of Auburn. It's 29-28 Michigan, 1:50 to play here in this first half.
Yeah,
Auburn basketball.
Roddy Gale trying to post up Miles Kelly there and lost his handle and had to go to ground, and ended up being a jump ball and gave Auburn possession.
John I. Broom with it at the top of the key. Now hands it off to Pettiford, who almost lost it on the handoff. Gets it back, though. Kelly thought about the pull-up three off the screen, but Gale was there to contest. Now takes a pull-up three off another screen. No good. Rebound gets tipped around and rebounded by Chaney Johnson. Kicked it out. Open three for Denver Jones. No good. Rebound by Vlad Golden. 1:20 to go in the first half. 29-28 Michigan. Reuben Jones backdoor cut to Roddy Gale. Tipped out to Vlad Golden. Golden goes up over Broom. That one no good. He was looking for a foul, didn't get it. And in the fast break, it's Miles Kelly, who lost the ball, stolen away by LJ Kaysen. Great recovery defense by Kaysen. Here comes Reuben Jones down the lane. Passes it inside to Vlad Golden with Broom on him. Goes up for the layup, no good, but a foul on John I. Broom.
Golden has been kept quiet so far in this first half. Just 2 points from the 7-footer, who's averaging the most points on this Michigan team.
Second foul on Janai Broom as Vlad Golden misses the first of 2 free throws off the back iron. There's 57.5 seconds. Trey Donaldson, Damari Burnett, and Will Cheddar check in for Kaysen, Gale, and Wolf. Vlad Golden will look to make up for the missed free throw and make the second of 2 and extend this lead to 2 points once again. He does not. He goes 0 for 2 from the line. It's 29-28, 54 seconds and counting left to play in this first half. Pettiford walks it up the floor for the Tigers. Kelly dumps it down low on the left block to Broom. Broom, drop step, goes up over Golden, no good, but the tip in is good. Broom doesn't give up and gets the second chance. Inbounds it to Trey Donaldson. Looks like he was trying to get the official to clean the ball, but couldn't. There's 24 seconds to play here. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Trey Donaldson asking for a call from Dusty May, and now it'll set up the offense. 11 seconds on the shot clock, 14 on the game clock, and Michigan will look to go with 7 seconds to play on the shot clock. Gives it to Golden. Golden driving in on Broom. Spin move inside, layup no good. Rebound by Kelly, 2 seconds on the clock. He looks to shoot it from mid-court. That one off the glass, no good. That is the end of the first half. It is 30-29. Auburn leads this one by 1 point. And before we kick this one down to the station, quick thoughts from you, Jonas.
Well, a great half. You know, a lot of turnovers from both teams. 8 turnovers for the Wolverines, 10 for the Auburn Tigers, and 4 turnovers in the last 5 minutes for Michigan. Also, Michigan ended that half with a 3-minute scoring drought. So not exactly how you want to end the half for the Wolverines, but going up against this #1 seed in the Auburn Tigers, if you're Coach Dusty May, you have got to be happy with that first half performance from them. You limited them from beyond the arc. You didn't give them easy opportunities. You forced them to make bad decisions. So overall, a great first half of basketball and a 1-point deficit for the Wolverines. Not too bad.
It's 30-29. Auburn leads this one into halftime. We'll send it back down to Ann Arbor, Michigan, where Alex, Owen, and TJ have some halftime thoughts for us. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes here live in Atlanta. Enjoy the halftime show at the station.
Thank you, Alex, TJ, and Owen, for that wonderful halftime show in Ann Arbor at the WCBN studio. You are tuned in to WCBN FN Ann Arbor. I am Jonas Tompkin. Alongside me, Ethan Summers. In the first half, you heard Ethan on play-by-play calling this exciting Sweet 16 matchup between the Michigan Wolverines and the Auburn Tigers. In the second half, I'll be taking over the play-by-play. Michigan down 1 going into the second half, 30-29 for the Auburn Tigers. An exciting first half, a lot of turnovers from both teams. And, you know, Ethan and I were talking to some Auburn students that are also here at the game working for a podcast. And we were telling them, you know, if Auburn just plays their game normally, they shouldn't have too hard of a time getting ahead of the Wolverines. But really, Auburn hasn't been playing their game normally. The difference maker today has been, and the reason why Michigan is keeping up with these number 1 seeded Tigers, is Auburn is shooting 3 for 16 from beyond the arc. They are normally an excellent three-point shooting team, and also Auburn doesn't turn the ball over a lot. They have a over +2 turnover margin on the season, but 10 turnovers today compared to Michigan's 8, and that's allowed Michigan to stay in this game. And you know, Michigan hasn't played amazing basketball themselves. It's been a little messy on both ends. A lot of turnovers, some, you know, miscued passes. But, you know, as I said before we went into that halftime show, if you're Dusty May and the Wolverines, you have got to be happy with that first half performance. I mean, you're going up against a team that for a while this season was considered the best team in the nation. They've got a very experienced team. Obviously, you know, Chad Baker-Mazara, 25 years old, one of the most explosive players in the country, as well as Janai Broom, who, you know, could be considered the best player in the country, is the consensus second best player in the country. I mean, he was the SEC player of the year this year. You know, his Achilles heel might be that he struggles from the free throw line, and we've definitely seen that today. But yeah, Auburn just hasn't been playing their typical basketball, and that's allowed Michigan to stay in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little at the break there, Jonas, but like, I watched that half and I don't know what to say or what to think. Part of me wants to say, how is Michigan not winning this game by double digits right now? And part of me is saying, how is Michigan not getting blown out by 20 points right now? This half could have gone both ways. It's kind of fitting that we're at a 1-point matchup right now. But if you told me just these 3 things, that at halftime, John Broom would have 11 rebounds. The rebounding battle would be 29-17 Auburn. Excuse me, I'll make it 4 things. Michigan has 8 turnovers at the half, and Michigan has made 3 3-pointers. I would tell you this game is already over. I would tell you that there's no way that Michigan is still hanging around in this game. Yet they were winning for the large portion down the stretch of the first half, and they find themselves down 30-29. The reason why, 10 turnovers for Auburn. Auburn also has struggled to hit their shots. Michigan is doing I will give Michigan a lot of credit for how fantastic of a job they are doing on the defensive end.
Definitely.
Making every shot attempt a difficult one, never making it easy. I mean, you're seeing Michigan switch great on off-ball screens, which is something that Auburn excels in getting wide-open looks from 3. They love little flex actions and getting those 3-point shooters coming off-ball screens, catching and shooting. Michigan has done a great job of switching those, and Roddy Gale especially has done a great job there, closing out and eliminating that 3-point attempt. Michigan's done a great job on the defensive end. However, they have struggled on the offensive end, same as the Tigers. But if Michigan wants to come away with a victory here and earn the right to play their rival on Sunday, they're going to need to perform a lot better on the offensive end. They're going to need to clean up the turnovers, and they are for sure going to need to crash the glass. I know Alex, Owen, and TJ down in Ann Arbor in the station, we can't hear what they were talking about at halftime, but I would put my entire life on the fact that TJ said that Michigan needs to rebound the ball better. I know from our time spent together in Indianapolis, we talked a lot about how turnovers are obviously a problem for this team, but rebounding is kind of more of the do or die. win or lose for this Michigan team. And right now they are getting killed on the glass. Killed. Broom already has a double-double. That can't happen if Michigan – John Broom cannot have 22 rebounds in this game if Michigan wants to win. There's guys with 5 rebounds already as well. Michigan needs to be more aggressive on the defensive glass especially, and also crash the offensive glass and gain some more possessions that way. It will lead to more baskets and definitely more stops, and will give Michigan a good chance to come away with a victory here over an Auburn team that's really talented. The thing that worries me about this Auburn team is that they have not shot the ball well at all. Right now, shooting 3 for 16 from 3. Denver Jones 1 for 4. Miles Kelly 1 for 5. Baker Mazzara 0 for 2. Tahad Pettiford 0 for 3. You look at these guys' season statistics. Pettiford's a 38% three-point shooter. Denver Jones is a 42% three-point shooter. Chad Baker Mazzara is a 39% three-point shooter. Miles Kelly is a 40% three-point shooter. These guys can all shoot the ball and shoot it really, really well. Right now, none of them are on. It's very rare you get a game. You'll get games where maybe only one guy can hit, exactly. and that will be enough to get you to a win or keep you alive in a game. Right now, there is not a single guy on this Auburn team who has been a three-point specialist for them that can hit from behind the arc right now. You expect that to change. You expect a little regression to the mean. Shots are going to start to fall for this Auburn team. Michigan's going to need to respond with some shots falling of their own. They're going to need to keep up the defensive pressure and crash the glass. I cannot stress it enough. These offensive rebounds, I think Broom has, 6 offensive rebounds already? They're going to drive me insane up here in the stands. And I'm sure they're driving Coach Dusty May nuts. Michigan's got to clean up the glass, but we're getting ready. At the end of the day, sloppy half by both teams, but it's a 1-point game. There's 20 minutes left, and there's only one spot in the Elite Eight left for one of these two teams. It's going to be awesome, these 20 minutes. I can't wait to share it alongside you, Jonas, and let's get started. Let's go.
Most definitely on the floor for the Wolverines. It's going to be Reuben Jones, Danny Wolf, Trey Donaldson, Namari Burnett, and Vlad Golden. For the Tigers, it's going to be Denver Jones, Janai Broom, Chad Baker Mazzara, Miles Kelly, and Dylan Cardwell. Reuben Jones is going to inbound the ball for the Wolverines at half court to start off this second half. As we'll get started, like you said, Ethan, it's anyone's game, and I know we would love to stay until Sunday, if the Wolverines can pull out this win. Here's Donaldson, hands it off to Wolf on the March Madness logo. Starts dribbling. Burnett trying to cut, picks up his dribble, passes it to the right wing, and Donaldson back to Golden at the top of the key. Here's Burnett on the right wing, driving around, cutting inside, goes up for the left-handed layup, can't get it to go. Rebound with Broom. And the pass to Kelly is going to get mishandled there as the Tigers had a 3-on-1 versus Namari Burnett, and it's going to be another turnover to start off the second half for Auburn. 19:36 to go, 30-29 for the Tigers.
Jonas, I think these Auburn guys, they're eating popcorn in the locker room. I mean, I've never seen more open passes just bounce off fingertips out of bounds. It's happened 5 or 6 times to this Auburn team. It's absolutely killing them. They have easy layups if they catch these passes.
Here's Donaldson right in front of the half-court line, passes it to Wolf on the left wing. Here's Burnett at the top of the key. Burnett finds Jones on the right wing, guarded closely by Kelly. Jones taking it around the arc, pulls up. Here's Wolf on the right wing. Wolf guarded by Broom. Wolf trying to make a move. The step-back 3 is good! Danny Wolf with the step-back 3 over Janai Broom. Great move there from the big man.
Danny Wolf, he shows that offensive prowess, that 7-foot with range, can handle step-back 3 in your face. How about it?
32-30 for the Wolverines, 18:50 to go. Here's Baker Mazzara, the pull-up 3 from the top of the key. Can't get it to go. Rebound Burnett. Hands it off to Donaldson, who takes it down the court, passes it to Wolf on the right wing. Wolf loses his dribble, and it's going to go out of bounds. That's a turnover on the Wolverines. Wolf putting his hand on his chest, saying, "That's my bad," and really an unnecessary turnover there from the Wolverines.
He shows off the handle, gets the step-back 3, and on the next possession, makes it look like he can't dribble with one of his hands, goes out of bounds. Danny Wolf.
Yeah, Danny Wolf, really a talented ball handler, especially with that 7-foot frame. Here's Broom on the left wing for the Tigers. Hands it off to Cardwell at the top of the key. A good pass into Broom. Broom fakes on Golden. The left-handed layup is good. Tie game, 32-32, 18-20 to go in this second half. Here's Donaldson on the right wing. Hands it off to Wolf. Wolf at the top of the key trying to make a move on Broom. Goes in from the left side. Wolf under the basket. Can't get the right-handed layup to go. Rebound goes to Jones. Jones taking it down the court for the Tigers. Jones driving left on Reuben Jones. Now hands it off to Kelly. Thought about the deep three. Decides not to take it. It's going to come back to Denver Jones right on the March Madness logo. He's going to take it to the right on Reuben Jones. Screen Broom. Now Baker Mazzara down to Broom. Broom guarded by Wolf at the left block. Trying to post up on Wolf. Going inside. The left-handed jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound Burnett. He's going to take the ball down the court quickly. Going all the way himself. Trying to go all the way. And there's going to be a foul called. And looks like Burnett's going to go to the line for two. Good job taking it all the way down the court. Namari Burnett.
Great job on defense on the other end by Danny Wolf on the post-up attempt by Janai Broom. Tried to get position. He could not. Danny Wolf would not budge and forced a tough shot. Didn't even hit the rim. Allowed Burnett to move the other way in transition.
Burnett, a 77% shooter on the year. He's going to spin the ball twice. Bends his knees for this first free throw. Puts it up just short off the front of the rim. Still a tie game here in Atlanta, Georgia, 32-32, 17:41 to go in this second half. Second free throw, Burnett's gonna bend his knees. He's down there a while, puts the shot up, rolls it in. 33-32 Michigan, 17:40 to go in this second half. Here's Denver Jones taking it down the court for the Tigers. Jones dribbling the ball through his legs, hands it off to Broom at the free throw line. Back to Jones at the left wing. Jones looking for Broom. He has a wide open three from the right wing off the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebound Cardwell. Back to Broom. He had another shot at a three. Decided not to take it. Hands it off to Baker Mazzara. Baker Mazzara making a move on Jones. The pull-up jumper is short. Rebound Burnett. He's pushing the pace. Burnett taking it himself. Goes up. Gets the left-handed layup to go. Namari Burnett, coast to coast.
Great hustle by Burnett to beat out all of the Auburn defenders and get the layup on the other end. And how about Reuben Jones, a terrific perimeter defender all year long, showing it there on Baker Mazzara.
Definitely, 35-32 Michigan. 16:48 to go in the second half. Stolen away by Jones, by Reuben Jones, off of Jones. Now Wolf under the basket. He's going to throw it away. It's picked off by Broom. Broom losing his handle. It's going to go flying up in the air, but it ends with Jones. Jones, the reverse layup, can't get it to go, but another putback there from Janai Broom. Up to 13 rebounds on the day. Here's Trey Donaldson on the right wing, hands it off to Golden. Golden, guarded by Cardwell. Golden trying to back him down. Golden putting a shoulder in. He gets the ball stripped away, and it's going to go out of bounds. These Auburn fans are on their feet, and they are getting excited. 35-34, Michigan. 16:15 to go in this second half.
Cardwell is really kind of the spark plug of this Auburn team. He checks out there after forcing the turnover on Vlad Golden and motions for the crowd to get up on their feet and start cheering, and they will listen to Dylan Cardwell when he speaks to them. It got loud here for a second, Atlanta.
Yeah, Pettiford checks into the game for the Tigers, as well as Johnson. Johnson on the left wing finds Broom at the free throw line. The left-handed jump shot can't get it to go. Rebound Golden, hands it off to Donaldson, taking it down the court. Donaldson on the right wing, guarded by Baker Mazzara. Screen Golden. Now Donaldson, the pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Can't get the bounce to go. Golden trying to tip it back in. Unable to, but there's going to be a foul called. And the Auburn fans are not happy with that, as we're going to head into the first media timeout. Trey Donaldson put up a jump shot from the left side of the free throw line, and Golden was fouled by Baker Mazzara trying to tip the ball back in, and that's going to be Baker Mazzara's third foul of the night. As we head into this first media timeout, 35-34 Michigan, 15:47 to go in this second half, and the Wolverines still doing a good job of limiting Auburn defensively.
Bruce Pearl is still talking to the official right now, not happy with that foul call and the rebound on Vlad Golden. However, Janai Broom, right now 6 for 15 on the day, 1 for 3 from deep. he's really been trying to force his way on the offensive end in this tournament, and he really has not been able to get it going. 14 points and 8 points in the 2 games in the tournament, a combined 9 for 22 from the field, and a combined 0 for 7 from three-point, 4 for 11 from the free throw line entering today's game. And then to add on top of those stats I just read, 6 for 15 today and 1 for 3 from three-point. He finally got his first 3 of the tournament, but that makes him 1 for 10 from 3 in March. However, he had 23 twice and 34 in the 3 games prior to the March Madness tournament starting. Has not been able to find that stride since, still looking for it here. And it's been hurting this Auburn offense. He's been taking a lot of shots and not able to convert. Baker Mazzaro, 1 for 7 as well from the field. He's usually able to convert on floaters, pull up mid-range, get good looks, especially with his height and dribbling ability. Unable to do that right now. Those 2 guys, I mean, they're the 2 top scorers for this Auburn offense, averaging 18.4 for Broom and 12.5 for Baker Mazzara. Right now 14 for Broom, but a lot of shot attempts there. Only 2 points for Baker Mazzara. That's why you only see 34 on the board for Auburn right now.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn's still struggling from the field, shooting 31%, 14 for 45, 3 for 18 from downtown, just 17%. Michigan has only taken 10 threes, but they're 4 for 10 from 3. We saw that Danny Wolf step back at the beginning of this half, and that was really an electric move. And then right after, he was past the ball and tried to dribble it and kind of just lost focus for a sec and let it dribble out of bounds. So a couple unfortunate turnovers as that trend has carried on from the first half. Both teams still being a little bit reckless with the ball. 11 turnovers for the Wolverines, 12 for Auburn, as we're going to head out of this media timeout, and Vlad Golden will be at the line for 2. Golden is a 73% shooter on the year.
He's 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, so he's trying to make up for those 2 missed free throws early in the first half. Just 2 points for Golden today, even though he's averaging the most points for Michigan. First free throw is up from Golden and gets it to go. He'll be happy about that one.
Golden's got to look to get going. He's been getting some good looks down low on the block. Just able to convert. Right now, Danny Wolf doing a majority of the scoring here for the Wolverines.
Yep.
Golden trying to match that.
Second free throw bounces off the rim and the backboard and is good. Pettiford is going to take the ball down the court for the Tigers, slowing it down here. Wolverines look like they're playing a 2-3 zone right now. Burnett guarding on Pettiford. Here's Broom down low, going up on Golden. The contested layup gets it to go. Auburn looking to Broom for most of their offense and working so far. 37-36 for the Wolverines, 15-20 to go in this first half. Here's Trey Donaldson on the March Madness logo. He almost goes backcourt. Trey Donaldson, guarded by Kelly, finds Wolf at the right wing, and there's going to be a foul on the floor against Chaney Johnson.
Got him on the drive there, but on the other end, going to a 2-3 zone. Michigan does this time to time. I don't love the look against Auburn, especially there. You saw what happened. It opens up a lot of space for Broom to catch the ball at the top of the paint area, and he can create a lot of buckets there. Was able to drive and finish with the right. We'll see if Michigan sticks with the 2-3.
Donaldson gives it to Wolf at the top of the key. Wolf picks up his dribble, hands it off to Donaldson. Donaldson back to Wolf on the free throw line, trying to drive in on Johnson. Goes up with it, gets the right-handed layup to go. Danny Wolf carrying this Michigan offense right now.
He is carrying this offense. He's having a great night. He will be the reason this Michigan team wins this game if they're able to come out on top.
The step-back 3 from Pettiford off the back of the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebound Broom, though. Now Kelly in the corner for 3. That one's blocked by Burnett. Wolf hands it off to Burnett. A nice pass into Roddy Gale. Trying to get the layup to go, and one! Roddy Gale Jr. running down the court. A nice job from Burnett and Gale, both hustling down the court. And Burnett found Gale, and Gale got the tough layup to go. And he was fouled by Johnson. And he'll go to the line to try and convert that three-point play. Auburn fans not happy about that call.
I think that's a foul all day. He got him with the body, pushed him out of the way. But Namari Burnett with the block in the corner three. He's been playing great defense, as all these Michigan wings have all night long, pushing the tempo. A beauty of a bounce pass to Roddy Gale, and Gale finishing with the and one.
Gale gets the three-point play to convert. 42-36 Michigan. Now Broom going up with it. He'll get an and one of himself. That was Danny Wolf on the foul, and Broom getting the left-handed layup to go. Auburn quickly moving down the court. Excuse me, the foul was on Golden. Wolf was in there. He got knocked to the ground, but Janai Broom, 18 points on the day, leading the game, and Hull go to the line. Struggled from the line so far today, 1 for 2. Struggled on the season. Free throw is up. Gets the bounce to go. 42-39 Michigan, 14:30 to go in this second half. Trey Donaldson takes the inbound. The Auburn fans are getting on their feet. They are animated. They want their team back in this game. Here's Trey Donaldson on the March Madness logo, guarded closely by Jones. Screen Golden. Donaldson hands it off to Wolf on the left wing. Wolf, the setback three from the left wing. Off the back of the rim, no good. Pettiford, Kelly with the rebound, hands it off to Pettiford. Pettiford driving down the court quickly on Roddy Gale. Pettiford on the right wing. Coach Pearl directing his players. Pettiford slowing it down here for a second for the Tigers. He's going to take it to the left wing. Now Jones on the left wing. Johnson at the top of the key. Back to Jones. Trying to find Broom at the left block, and then it's going to get knocked away by Gale, and Broom tried to save it, but he threw it out of bounds. Another turnover there for the Tigers, 13 on the day. Ball's going to be back with Michigan, 42-39 for the Wolverines, 13:50 to go in this second half. Inbound from Burnett, hands it off to Donaldson in the backcourt. Donaldson guarded by Jones. Gale Jr. driving into the paint on Broom. Can't get the layup good to go. Danny Wolf with the putback. Wolf has 18 on the day. And Auburn struggling to get the ball here on the inbound. We're going to have a whistle. 44-39 Michigan, 13:34 to go in this second half. Johnson hands it off into Pettiford. We're hearing Danny Wolf chants from the Wolverine fans.
Yeah, Auburn fans got to hate that right now. Wolf's got 18 already and knocked him out of the tournament last year. Looking to do it twice.
The missed layup there from Broom. He wanted the foul. Burnett's going to push the pace for the Wolverines, but he hands it off to Donaldson, who's going to slow it down. Screen from Wolf. Donaldson on the left wing. Now to Wolf on the right wing. Wolf dribbling, trying to make a move on Broom. The spin move, the layup. Oh, it's good. Danny Wolf.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. The team defense has been mesmerizing. All 5 guys have been all over the place, and Danny Wolf, have yourself a night on the offensive end. Shaking and baking on Janai Broom.
Nice job there from the 7-footer. The three-pointer from Kelly is no good, but we're going to have a foul on the floor on the rebound. It's going to be a Namari Burnett foul on Broom. Jones and Cheddar are going to check into the game for the Wolverines. Danny Wolf getting a break after a much-deserved break for Danny Wolf. But, you know, for a 7-footer, it's just unbelievable what Danny Wolf is able to do. I mean, that spin move on Broom, one of the best defenders in the country, made that layup look easy. The inbound from Auburn is almost taken away by Gale Jr., but it's going to end up with Broom at the top of the key. He's going to make a move on Golden, and he's going to get called for the travel, and that's going to be another turnover for the Auburn Tigers. 46-39 Michigan, 12:38 to go in this second half.
Outstanding defense by this Wolverine squad. They are all over the place. There's not a single open player at any point for Auburn. Every pass is being deflected. They have hands in the lanes. They're playing great defense, a great forced travel there by Vlad Golden to kind of pull the chair on Broom. It is just outstanding to watch the effort that this team is putting on the defensive end. And it is the reason they find themselves up 7 in the Sweet 16 against the 1 seed with 12:30 to go.
Here's Trey Donaldson, hands it off to Cheddar in the left corner, and he's going to force the foul from Johnson as he went up for a 3, and he's going to go to the free throw line and have a chance at 3 free throws. Will Cheddar trying to get his first points of the game, forcing the foul there on Johnson.
They're just playing so fundamentally sound in the second half, doing so many of the little things right. Cheddar able to pump fake, realize he got his man in the air, draw the foul. On both ends, just high IQ basketball by this Michigan team.
First free throw from Cheddar is good, 85% free throw shooter on the year. Cardwell is going to check into the game here for the Auburn Tigers. It's going to be Johnson who comes out. 3 fouls on the day for Johnson. Second free throw from Cheddar is up and good, and it was actually a 2 that Cheddar shot, so he only went to the line for 2. 48-39, Michigan, 9-point lead, 12:23 to go in this second half. Pettiford taking it up the court for Auburn. Michigan with a 9-point lead against the number 1 seed Auburn Tigers. Pettiford, the deep 3, it's good. Pettiford with a much-needed 3 for the Auburn Tigers. He's excited. 12:05 to go in this second half. 48-42 Michigan. Here's Trey Donaldson. Auburn fans back on their feet. Cheddar gets the pass, and he's got the butterfingers now. And that's going to fall out of bounds here as we head into the 12-minute media timeout. And we'll kick it back to Alex, TJ, and Owen in the WCBN studio, and we'll be back with you soon. Thank you, Alex, TJ, and Owen, for that quick 90-second rundown from Ann Arbor, Michigan in the WCBN studio. And just want to say thank you to you guys for being in the studio tonight, allowing Ethan and I to call this game, because without you guys, we would not be able to broadcast this. Bit of a process getting the stream from Atlanta, Georgia into the studio in Ann Arbor, but we're doing it, and a huge thank you to you guys. Can't thank you guys enough.
Absolutely.
48-42 for the Wolverines here in the second half. 11:57 to go, and the Wolverines with a 6-point lead on the number 1 seeded Auburn Tigers. And Auburn's got 14 turnovers, on the day. They're averaging 9.3 turnovers on the season. So really an off day here for these Tigers. Still struggling from the 3-point line, going 4 for 22, just shooting 18%. Pettiford did hit a deep 3 just before that media timeout, and it looked like it was going to get the Tigers going, as right after that, Will Cheddar dropped a pass in the left corner from Trey Donaldson. So Auburn is going to start with the ball as we head back into this second half. 48-42, Michigan with the lead, 11:57 to go.
Yeah, and Auburn, like we said, they've been looking for one of their offensive weapons to step up and kind of take the lead here and make a push and come back in this game. They have yet to have it until Pettiford hit that step-back 3. Can he be the guy to start producing for this Auburn offense? We'll see right here. He's about to get the ball off the inbound.
It's been all Broom so far for the Auburn Tigers. Pettiford 0 for 4 from beyond the arc before that deep 3, before the media timeout, and he'll pick up the ball here for the Tigers and take it down. LJ Kaysen in the game for the Wolverines. Pettiford driving in on Donaldson, kicks out to the corner. The 3 ball is good. Denver Jones with the 3-pointer from the left corner cuts the lead to 3, 48-45 Michigan, 11:40 to go in this second half. Auburn fans back on their feet. Here's Danny Wolf on the right wing. Wolf, guarded by Baker Mazzara, goes up on Cardwell. The contested layup, can't get it to go. Rebound Baker Mazzara. Here's Pettiford taking it down the left lane. Pettiford on the March Madness logo. Here's Jones on the left wing, guarded by Kaysen. Gets it down low on the right block to Broom. Broom trying to post up Cheddar. Broom, the left-handed layup, gets it to go. Nice shot there from Broom. Cuts the lead to 1, 48-47 Michigan, 11:05 to go in this second half. Trey Donaldson on the left wing, guarded by Baker Mazzara. Picks up his dribble. It's going to get knocked away by Baker Mazzara, but Donaldson does a good job to stay with it, but it's going to end up being a backcourt, I believe.
Foul on Trey Donaldson. They call it a foul on Trey Donaldson on the reach here. I mean, what'd you expect? This Auburn team wasn't going to make a shot all game? Here they are. This is the best team in the country. It's 48-47. Michigan leads. They were going to make shots eventually. Michigan's going to have to respond right now if they want to win.
Michigan lead was as high as 9 points at one point, cut down to 1 now. 10:50 to go in this second half. Here's Baker Mazzara, guarded closely by Burnett. He drives in, the pull-up jumper from the corner, gets the bounce to go. Auburn takes the lead, but looks like there was a foul. Oh, it was a foul called on Namari Burnett on the floor. So the shot from Baker Mazzara is not going to count. Auburn will inbound from under the basket. Here's Baker Mazzara, hands it to Cardwell. Broom on the right wing, now to Pettiford at the top of the key, guarded by Kaysen. And then a tumble there between Reuben Jones and looks like Miles Kelly. No,
that's Baker Mazzara.
That's Baker Mazzara, excuse me.
Looks a little shaken up there, Baker Mazzara.
Definitely.
They call that on Jones, on Reuben Jones on the push.
Not sure exactly what happened there. Just saw Jones and Baker Mazzara tackle each other to the ground sort of on this right side. But it's going to be Auburn that stays with the ball. 5 fouls for both teams in this second half. 48-47 Michigan, 10:44 to go in this second half. Broom on the inbound, looking for Cardwell. Auburn fans chanting very loudly here. Cardwell hands it off to Jones. Jones has an open lane, taking it in on Burnett. The foul, and 1. But they're going to call it on the floor again.
That's the right call.
That is the right call.
In the NBA, that's an and 1. In college, he takes 2 steps after the foul and then goes up for the layup. That's not a shooting foul.
Auburn on an 8-0 run over the last 90 seconds, going 3 of their last 3 from the field. Here's Cardwell on the inbound for the Tigers. Hands it off to Pettiford in the right wing. Baker Mazzara guarded closely by Jones. Jones doing a nice job to take that away from Baker Mazzara. Here's Kaysen driving down the floor. He's going to go up with it strong. Can't get the bounce to go. Wolf trying to get a rebound, ends up with Broom. Another rebound there for Janai Broom.
Great steal by Reuben Jones, and Cardwell's coming down hard with those block attempts. Surprised the ref's not blowing a whistle there, but I don't think he got any contact. He's coming in aggressive for a block, though.
10-10 to go in this game. Janai Broom trying to get it inside. He's going to get his own rebound again. His second layup is no good. Another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Now Pettiford, the step-back mid-range jumper is good. Auburn takes the lead, 49-48, 9:50 to go in this second half, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Cardwell putting his hands up, asking for these Auburn fans to get hype, and he's really feeling it on the floor. Dylan Cardwell. Just 1 point on the day, but he's obviously got the emotions high and trying to get these fans into it, as Auburn is definitely outnumbering the Michigan fans.
That's Cardwell's role. He's the starting center for this team. He only averages 5 points a game. He's not out there to score the ball at a high level. He's out there to bring all the energy he has, be a beast on the defensive end. And that's what he's been doing all night long. He's got 6 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, 3 assists. Only 1 point, but he's brought a lot more to the floor than just that. Auburn up 1. I mean, you had to expect Auburn was gonna fight back in this one. They weren't gonna go down easy. Michigan found themselves up 9. Is it a Michigan game without a blown lead?
Definitely not, and those rebounds starting to catch up to Michigan. There was a possession there, looked like 2 or 3 offensive rebounds there for the Tigers, and that's really not a sustainable way to play, and these Tiger fans are really getting into it now. They've got their orange pom-poms that they're waving in the air, and like we said, we're close to Auburn, only a 90-minute drive from Auburn, Alabama, and these fans have really gotten going as of late. As Auburn has started hitting their threes, that three-point percentage is starting to creep up. It was under 20% for a while, now up to 22% after Pettiford was able to hit a 3, Jones hit a 3, and Janai Broome continuing to dominate, whether it's on the glass or just with his layups. He's just been going up strong, getting his own rebounds. I think he's had 3 or 4 buckets where he's gotten his own rebound and put it back, which is not what you want to see if you're the Wolverines, if you're the Wolverine fans. But 49-48 for the Auburn Tigers, 9:53 to go in this second half. You're tuned into WCBN Sports of WCBN FM Ann Arbor. Thanks for listening, the official student voice of Michigan Athletics. And as we said before, a very close matchup here. Michigan had the lead against the number 1 seeded Auburn Tigers for a while. It was up to 9 points at one point, but now Auburn back with that 1-point lead with 9:53 to go in the second half.
Where does Michigan go for a much-needed basket right now? They come out of a timeout. They're down 1. 9:53 to play here in the second half. Dusty May drew up something. We'll see whose number he calls. Danny Wolf, obviously the hot hand, but eventually Vlad Golden's going to need to get going if they want to win this game.
Just 4 points for Golden on the day. He averages the most points for the Wolverines. He was MVP of the Big Ten tournament, so he can come up big. Here's LJ Kaysen taking it up the court for the Wolverines. No points on the day yet for Kaysen. Picks up his dribble. Here's Wolf on the right wing. Wolf, guarded by Broome, gets a screen from Jones. Wolf shoos Jones away, now picks up his dribble. Jones surveying, looking for a pass, finds Golden, and that's going to be a 5 seconds on Danny Wolf. Auburn fans are loving it, and that's going to be another turnover. Auburn on a 10-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes. Michigan on a 2-minute 50 scoring drought here in this second half. 49-48, Auburn Tigers have the lead. 9.5 minutes to go in the second half. Here's Pettiford, guarded by Kaysen, trying to get the step back mid-range. That one's short. Fight for the rebound. And Danny Wolf and LJ Kaysen were both fighting for that rebound, and it ended up going out of bounds. And it's going to stick with Auburn here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. LJ Kaysen checking out of the game. Donaldson back into the game. Burnett's going to check out as well. Gale Jr. in for him.
I mean, they blocked a mid-range attempt and looked like that would have been the easiest rebound of the day, and it ends up out of bounds, Auburn ball.
Now Broome trying to get it into Baker Mazzara, and Jones almost got it, but he fouled Baker Mazzara when he was trying to steal that inbound pass. And it's going to be a foul on Reuben Jones. 7 fouls for Michigan on the day, in the half. And Baker Mazzara is going to go to the line for a one-on-one. Baker Mazzara, close to a 90% free throw shooter, around 89%. First free throw, gets the bounce to go. 50-48 for Auburn, 9:19 to go in this second half. Baker Mazzara shrugs his shoulders, dribbles the ball 3 times, spins it in his hand. He puts up the second free throw. It's good, 51-48, Auburn. Auburn fans on their feet, getting loud. Here's Trey Donaldson taking it down the court slowly for the Wolverines. He's guarded by Jones. Here's Trey Donaldson. Trey Donaldson on the March Madness logo. Donaldson to Wolf. Thinks about the 3 in the left corner. Now he's going to drive in on Cardwell. Picks up his dribble. He finds Jones in the right corner. Back to Wolf on the right wing. Wolf hands it off to Jones. Jones guarded by Baker Mazzara. He makes a nice move to cut inside, gets the layup to go. Nice move there from Reuben Jones, taking it in on Baker Mazzara. 51-50 Auburn, 8:47 to go in this second half. Here's Pettiford on the right wing, guarded by Jones. Pettiford hands it off to Baker Mazzara. Mazzara driving in on Golden, but that's blocked by Danny Wolf. Baker Mazzara swarmed there by the two 7-footers in Golden and Wolf, and a nice block there from Danny Wolf, who's really had an outstanding game so far.
And on the other end, Reuben Jones with such a huge play offensively. That was a must get possession there for the Wolverines. They needed a bucket down 3, hadn't scored in over 3 minutes. Reuben Jones makes a great move and a tough finish at the hoop.
Now Denver Jones for the Auburn Tigers. He takes the pull-up 3 from the left wing and gets it to go. Denver Jones with that pull-up 3, which Auburn loves. 54-50 for the Tigers. 8:20 to go in this second half. Here's Donaldson. Donaldson on the right wing, guarded by Jones. Finds Wolf. Thinks about the deep 3 from the right wing. Now drives in on Cardwell. He has it stripped away, and it bounces off his knee. And Cardwell getting animated. And that's going to be another turnover for the Wolverines.
That's a few possessions in a row. Cardwell has been locked down on Danny Wolf from the perimeter.
Definitely.
This Auburn's largest lead of the day, 4 points, 54-40.
54-40 for the Tigers. 8 minutes to go in this second half. Here's Jones at the top of the key. He's going to take a pull-up deep 3. He's feeling himself. That's good. 57-50 for the Tigers. 7:53 to go in this second half. Here's Trey Donaldson on the March Madness logo. Picks up his dribble, finds Wolf, hands it back off to Donaldson. Donaldson guarded by Broom in the left corner. He's going to drive in from the baseline, trying to get the layup to go, and he's going to throw it over the basket, but it got tipped away, but it's going to be Auburn possession, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 57-50 Auburn, 7:38 to go in this second half, and bit of a turn, 4 turnovers for Michigan in the last 5 minutes, and an 18-2 run for Auburn over the last 4.5 minutes, and that is why they have a 7-point lead here with 7:38 to go in this second half. 57-50 for the Auburn Tigers.
I mean, yeah, 18-2 run kind of says it all there. This Auburn offense finally woke up. Finally getting the looks that they have been looking for all night long that they haven't been able to get. Michigan's defense starting to let down a little, starting to show it's hard to stay with this Auburn team for a full 40 minutes. Starting to knock down shots are the Tigers, and Michigan really struggling on the offensive end, just getting locked up, picking up their dribble in really bad spots, and not getting the looks they want. All credit to Auburn, they're playing fantastic defense on the last few possessions, but Michigan needs to look to create something and get something going if they want to hang around in this game. There's 7:38 to go in the second half. It's an 18-2 run. Auburn is up 7, their largest lead of the day, and Michigan's going to need to produce quickly and get some stops defensively, or this game could get out of hand before you even know it.
Yeah, and you were saying earlier, Ethan, that none of Auburn's elite shooters really got going at all in the first half, but it's been Denver Jones here in this second half. He's got 4 3-pointers on the day. He had a deep 3 just now before the break, and obviously he was just oozing confidence, Denver Jones, and not what you want to see if you're Dusty May and the Wolverines. They had a 9-point lead at one point in the second half, but now it's been turned around quickly. The Auburn fans are having a blast now. 57-50.
I mean, yeah, Pettiford hit a few big shots in the second half there, but Denver Jones 1 for 4 in the first half from 3-point range, 3 for 3 in the second half from 3-point range. That's been the difference. This Auburn offense has completely woken up, completely different beast. Michigan's going to need to respond with some points of their own. It's going to be really hard to get consecutive stops on this Auburn offense when they're clicking. They haven't been clicking until now, and now Michigan has found the time to not produce offensively. Both things coming at the same time, just compounding issues, and this Wolverine team finds himself in the face of elimination with 7:38 to go and a potential last 7:38 of the season if they don't turn things around quickly.
Yeah, and you were talking about the rebounds at halftime. Auburn out-rebounding Michigan 41-27 right now, and it's finally caught up to the Wolverines as they're down 7 here. 57-50 for the Auburn Tigers here in Atlanta, Georgia, live from the State Farm Arena. 7:38 to go in this second half. The Auburn fans back on their feet. They'll start out with the ball. It'll be Broom inbounding it to Pettiford. Pettiford taking it down the left side, hands it off to Broom at the top of the key, guarded by Golden. Broom hands it off to Jones. Jones making a move on Golden, driving in. Wolf on the defense, but gets the left-handed layup to go. 59-50 Auburn, 7:22 to go in this second half. Here's Roddy Gale Jr. on the March Madness logo, guarded by Jones. Finds Golden down low. Golden, the spin move, gets the slam. But there's going to be a foul on the floor, and the slam will be moot as Vlad Golden, just 4 points on the day, averages the most points for Michigan on the season, but still has yet to get going. Michigan will inbound the ball from under the basket. Donaldson surveying. He's going to have to chuck it back for Reuben Jones, who keeps it in bounds in the backcourt. 7:09 to go, 59-50 for Auburn. Jones, guarded by Denver Jones. Trey Donaldson at the top of the key. Trey Donaldson finds Wolf on the right wing, fakes the pass to Gale Jr. in the corner. He's going to pick up his dribble, finds Golden down low. He's going to try and post up Broom. The left-handed hook shot, gets it to go, and the foul. Vlad Golden.
That's 4 on Broom as well. What a huge play by Golden. I mean, he caught that ball. Danny Wolf put him in a horrible position. Danny Wolf picks up his dribble with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, throws it to Vlad Golden, standing on the three-point line in the post position on Johni Broome. He takes probably a 15-foot hook shot over Johni Broome, draws the foul, and gets it to fall. What amazing touch, and that's Johni Broome's 4th foul. He'll take a seat on the bench, and that's a huge point of emphasis for this Wolverine team. Getting these bigs in foul trouble. Broome now with 4. Got to play careful with just under 7 to go, and Vlad Golden with the chance to cut the lead to 6.
6:51 to go in this second half, 59-52 Auburn. Golden puts up the free throw, gets it to go, completes the three-point play.
We said, when is Vlad Golden going to wake up and start producing? Maybe that and one can spark it for him.
Maybe. Here's Pettiford taking it up the court for the Tigers. Picks up his dribble, finds Cardwell at the top of the key. Jones wide open down low, but Wolf quickly to guard him. Now he's in the left corner. Jones to Pettiford, deep in the left wing. Pettiford dribbling, guarded by Gale Jr. Pettiford, screen Cardwell. Now Golden on Pettiford. Pettiford trying to make a move, drives inside. The right-handed layup gets it to go. 61-53 Auburn, 6:20 to go in this second half. Here's Trey Donaldson taking it down the court for the Wolverines on the March Madness logo. Donaldson hands it off to Jones on the left wing. Jones to Golden on the left wing, guarded by Cardwell. Golden's going to post up on Cardwell, putting a shoulder in on him. The spin move, trying to get up. Can't get the layup to go. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled as he goes up for the putback. And he'll head back to the line for 2. Nice aggressive play there from Golden, getting that offensive rebound, which Michigan has not been getting a lot today.
Oh, wow. I thought they were going to call that on Cardwell and be his 3rd. Instead, they call it on Baker Mazzara, and that's his 4th. So now Baker Mazzara and Broome, the 2 leading scorers for this Auburn team, with 4 fouls. Vlad Golden, a huge offensive rebound there. Gets 2 from the line, earns 2 shots from the line. But Pettiford on the other end, man, that's pretty. True freshman making that move, getting the switch, the matchup he wants on Golden, driving in. That's that McDonald's All-American scoring ability. Pettiford, really a special talent.
Made it look easy there. Golden with the first free throw. Gets it to go. Golden takes a deep breath as he gets the ball. Dribbles once, twice, bends his knees, puts up the second free throw. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Rebound Cardwell, hands it off to Pettiford. 61-54 Auburn, 7-point lead. 5:52 to go in this second half. Here's Pettiford. Pettiford guarded by Jones. He's going to pick up his dribble. Finds Denver Jones on the right wing. Pettiford guarded by Reuben Jones. Pettiford trying to make a move. Cardwell the screen. Now Kelly on the right wing. Back to Pettiford. Pettiford, the pull-up three. Can't get it to go. Rebound. The refs are waiting for a call, and it's going to stay with Auburn as Roddy Gale Jr. tried to get the rebound, but it was knocked away and ultimately off the Wolverines, and ball will stay with Auburn. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 5:31 to go in this second half. 61-54 Auburn. Here's Kelly on the right wing. Hands it off to Pettiford. Now Cardwell at the top of the key. Back to Pettiford. At the top of the key, guarded by Reuben Jones. Now Denver Jones trying to drive in the step back mid-range. Thought about it. Hands it off to Pettiford. Pettiford trying to make a move on Jones. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The three from Pettiford from the right wing is good. 64-54 for the Tigers. 5:10 to go in this second half. And the nice step back three there from Pettiford. He almost lost it, but ends up hitting the three no problem. And the freshman McDonald's All-American starting to get going here as he gives Auburn a 10-point lead, 64-54, with 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Pettiford, just an outstanding scoring talent. 23 points against Creighton in the last round. Now he's got 15 on the night. After that big three-pointer, he's a really special player to watch, and a big-time shot there to bring the lead to double digits for Auburn. Bruce Pearl calls a quick timeout to let his guys catch their breath there after a long offensive possession. Auburn scored on their last 5 possessions. Michigan is going to have to string together some stops now if they want any chance, but it's looking bleak against the #1 team in the region. Down 10, just over 5 to play.
Yeah, and you know, Auburn was down 2 points to Creighton going into the second half of that round of 32 matchup. Ended up winning the game by double digits. Now have a double-digit lead against these Wolverines. Auburn fans really getting into it. 5:05 to go in this second half. 64-54 Auburn. Trey Donaldson. Now Golden at the top of the key. He's going to take a three. No good. Vlad Golden.
Desperation shot.
Desperation shot. You said it exactly right, Ethan. Now Pettiford taking it down the court. 4:50 to go. 64-54 Auburn. Jones to Pettiford. It's stripped away by Reuben Jones, but Pettiford able to recover. Now double teamed by Jones and Golden. Golden steps off. Pettiford, the spin move jumper, gets it to go, and the foul. What a shot from Tahad Pettiford.
Are you kidding me?
That was unbelievable. Tahad Pettiford drove in and stopped on a dime and hit the spin move deep mid-range jumper from the right wing and able to get it to go and the foul, and he'll head to the line, try and convert the three-point play. 66-54 Auburn, 4:35 to go in the second half. Pettiford, an 80% shooter on the year. He's going to dribble the ball twice, spins the ball in his hands. He's going to put up the free throw, gets it to go. 67-54 for Auburn, 13-point lead. 4:30 to go in this second half. Here's Trey Donaldson on the left wing, hands it off to Golden. 6-0 run here for the Tigers. Golden trying to get the right-handed layup, almost gets the and one to go, but that's going to be a foul against the Tigers. Fouls on Cardwell. Golden will head to the line again. Golden starting to get going, heading to the line a lot, but that's not going to be enough to get the Wolverines back in this game. 13-point deficit here, 67-54, 4:22 to go. Golden dribbles the ball twice, puts up the first free throw, gets it to go. 9 points on the day for Golden. Deep breath from Golden. He's going to dribble the ball twice, bends his knees, puts up the second free throw. That one is good. 67-56 here for the Tigers. 4:20 to go in this second half.
Can the Wolverines stop Pettiford?
We will see. The freshman is putting on a show tonight. He's going to find Kelly in the right corner, back to Pettiford. He's
Golden on him now.
Golden on him, yeah. Nice job there from Roddy Gale to swat away the pass, but it's going to go out of bounds. Stay with the Tigers. 4:07 to go in this second half. 67-56, 11-point lead for the Tigers. Inbound from Johnson. He's going to give it to Pettiford in the backcourt. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Pettiford, guarded by Burnett, makes a move, now on Golden. He's going to drive inside, finds Cardwell, can't get the layup to go. Burnett with the rebound, hands it off to Donaldson. Wolverines have got to move quickly. Here's Donaldson, hands it to Wolf on the left wing. Wolf directing traffic. He's going to post up Johnson. Wolf, spin move on the baseline, trying to get the layup to go. Can't. Rebound Cardwell. Hands it off to Johnson, who's going to slow it down here for Auburn. 3:33 to go in this second half. Here's Pettiford. Pettiford taking his time, guarded by Burnett, just in front of the half-court line. Here's Pettiford, dribbling the ball. He's going to post up Burnett beyond the arc. Now Pettiford making a move, the spin move. Oh, here's Johnson, the three from the right wing. Off the back of the rim, Danny Wolf with the rebound. Here's Roddy Gale trying to push the pace. He's going to lose the ball for a second, stay with it. Guarded by Jones. He's going to go up for the right-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound ends up with Denver Jones. He's going to hand it off to Pettiford. 2:55 to go in this second half. Still an 11-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Johnson on the right wing. Down low to Cardwell. And Burnett with some nice defense there. As we head into another break here for a timeout. And 0 field goals for Michigan in the last 4 minutes. So really the wrong time to slow down offensively if you're the Wolverines, as Auburn has taken an 11-point lead with 2:48 to go in this second half. And it's looking like this might be the last game of the season for the Wolverines unless they go on some unbelievable run in the next 2 minutes and 48 seconds. The Auburn fans are dancing. They're having a great time. Wolverine fans
hit the exit.
Not as much. Yeah, they're starting to head out. You know, you would hope they would have a little bit more faith in their team, but not looking too great here for the Wolverines in this second half. 67-56.
With 12 minutes left, this game was 48-39 Michigan. I mean, since then, 28-8 Auburn in the next 10 minutes of basketball, less than 10 minutes of basketball. It's been domination by the Tigers. They have shown every part of why they are one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. SEC champions. They started to get a little bit of doubt headed into the tournament. They had lost 3 of their last 4, lost to Tennessee in the semifinal of the SEC tournament. People started to doubt this Auburn team as whether they were the weakest 1 seed after a couple weeks ago looking like the strongest 1 seed potentially in the tournament. And they have looked to silence those doubters. 2 double-digit wins to start. And right now, the way it's going, it's looking like they might pick up a 3rd double-digit win here against the Michigan Wolverines and go on to face the Michigan State Spartans in the regional final game in the Elite 8 on Sunday. What a game that will be. That'll be 2 great teams playing some great basketball. Both regular season champions of their respective conferences, Big Ten, SEC, the 2 known to be the best conferences in college basketball with expansion now. I mean, that'll be must-see. We will be back in Ann Arbor. We will not be staying until Sunday. But
hey, you never know.
To me, it feels like this Michigan team made it beyond their expectations, even heading into the tournament. Making it to the second weekend is a huge accomplishment. And it looks like, unless an 11-point comeback happens right now in the last 2:48, that the 2 best teams heading into this tournament, the 2 best teams in this region, are going to be playing for the spot in the Final Four.
And 2 extremely experienced coaches in Tom Izzo and Bruce Pearl. Both exactly who you want leading your squad. And Bruce Pearl has done a great job today leading his team as they've been down today, but definitely not giving up. Here's Auburn inbounding the ball. It's Mazzara who puts it down low for Johnson, who gets the 2-handed slam. Gives Auburn a 13-point lead, 69-56, 2:40 to go in this second half. Here's Trey Donaldson for the Wolverines, picks up his dribble, Trey Donaldson surveying, trying to find a pass, hands it off to Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf at the top of the key. He's going to think about the three, decides not to take it, hands it off to Donaldson on the right wing. Donaldson at the top of the key. Trey Donaldson trying to make a move on Johnson. The step back three, it's going to get blocked. And Danny Wolf was trying to get it, but he tipped it out of bounds. And still no buckets for Michigan in the last 2 minutes. And a 13-point lead here for Auburn, 69-56. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go in this second half.
And, yeah, I mean, things all falling apart here for Michigan. This feels like the end of the road, and what a season it was.
Yeah, here's Pettiford, hands it off to Johnson. Now Jones. Kaysen almost gets the steal, and now Broom is going to go up, and he's going to get fouled. You're tuned in to WCBN FM Ann Arbor. Thanks for joining us here tonight for this live coverage of the Sweet 16 of the March Madness tournament. Michigan Wolverines look like they're going to come up short here against the #1 seeded Auburn Tigers. Broom is going to go to the line for two. 2 minutes to go in this second half.
Janai Broom.
First free throw, can't get it to go.
I mean, this Auburn team showed the experience they have. Outside of Pettiford, every single player is a senior that gets significant minutes on this team, senior or older than a senior. And that really shows, and Pettiford does not play like a freshman, that it's his first time in the tournament. They showed their experience, went down 9 in the second half. A lot of teams would fold in that scenario or play desperate. They did not. They kept their composure. They played their best basketball they've played all tournament in that 10-minute stretch, and they have earned their right to advance.
Most definitely, and Broom getting his second free throw to go. 1:55 to go in this second half. Auburn with a 14-point lead, 70-56. LJ Kaysen was fouled as he went up for two. He's going to go to the line here for the Michigan Wolverines. Kaysen, no points on the day yet. His first free throw is up and good. He's on the board. LJ Kaysen, the freshman. Kaysen takes one dribble, puts up the second free throw, gets it to go. 70-58 for the Auburn Tigers. 1:55 to go in this second half. The inbound into Jones, back to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Gale. Michigan running a press. Now Jones back to Johnson. Johnson driving in on Cheddar. Tries to get the layup to go. Can't. Rebound Cheddar. Here's Burnett pushing the pace. Finds Gale. He's going to take the pull-up three. Can't get it to go. LJ Kaysen with the offensive rebound. Now Cheddar thought about the three. Finds Burnett on the right wing. Thought about the deep three. Now drives in. Here's Cheddar on the right wing at the top of the key now. Burnett, the deep three from the right wing off the back of the rim. Good rebound there from Roddy Gale, and we're going to have a foul there.
Good effort by this Michigan team till the end.
Most definitely.
Fighting, trying to fight their way back into this one, give themselves somewhat of a chance.
Most definitely, and, you know, still got something to play for. It's been a great season for the Wolverines. Gale's going to go to the line for two. First free throw is up and good. And Roddy Gale Jr., who hit four three-pointers in their game against Texas A&M, 0 for 2 from beyond the arc today, hasn't quite gotten going like he did in that round of 32 matchup. His second free throw, he's going to dribble the ball twice, bends his knees, puts up the free throw. It's good. 70-60 here, Auburn. 1:21 to go in the second half. Auburn inbounds it to Kelly. Kelly to Broom, still in their backcourt. He's going to find Jones. Jones crosses the timeline. Now Pettiford on the right wing, and he's going to get fouled by Will Cheddar. And a nice layup there from Pettiford, which isn't going to count as the foul was on the floor. But Pettiford, the freshman out of Jersey City, really showing his athleticism, and he's really put on a show in this second half. And he'll go to the line for 2 and see if he can get 20 points on the day, 18 so far, shooting 50% from the field to Hod Pettiford. First free throw is up and gets the bounce to go. 71-60 Auburn, 1:12 to go in this second half. Pettiford takes a deep breath, dribbles the ball twice, spins the ball in his hands. The lefty puts up the free throw. It's good. 12-point lead for Auburn.
Back-to-back 20 points for Pettiford in this tournament. What a showing by the freshman. And he checks out, and this Auburn fan gives him the ovation he deserves.
Great second half performance, especially from Pettiford. Here's Gale Jr. posting up on Kelly. Now Burnett coming from the baseline and gets the slam to go. 72-62 for Auburn. Nice job there from Burnett. Now Kelly, he's going to get fouled at midcourt by Roddy Gale Jr. and he'll head to the line for 2. 56 seconds to go in the second half. 72-62 for the Auburn Tigers.
This one feels all but over. Outstanding season. It was a blast. It was so fun to be part of it. I know for me, I was there in Indy when this team won the Big Ten tournament and really changed this season around and gave this fan base hope for what was to come. And Jonas, for you as a senior, this will be it for the men's basketball experience.
It will be.
I mean, just to be alongside you has been a pleasure. You've done so much for the station and for everyone involved and for all the listeners. We all say thank you.
It's been a privilege to be here with you, Ethan. It's been a really, really fun call. You know, we are Michigan students, so this game might have not gone the way we would have wanted to, but still, like you said, a great season for the Wolverines. A lot to be proud of. 11 transfers on this Michigan team, and they really came together and showed a lot. And Broom's going to check out of the game here for Auburn, and he's going to get a huge standing ovation from these Tiger fans. 22 points on the day, 9 for 21 from the field, and 16 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, they
Wow.
Auburn dominated the glass all day. That was one, I think, the biggest reason. As Fat Brooks is going to check into this one for the Wolverines, but you know, what a day we had to close it out. So happy we got to experience this, and on your last day here, covering this team, and in your senior year, going out in such a great way. We got to meet the CBS crew today, of Iron Eagle and Grant Hill and Raftery and Tracy Wolfson, and we got to meet so many people courtside prior to the first game here today, and I could say I had a blast. I know you did, and
truly an unforgettable experience, and I can't thank WCBN enough and our listeners, you guys, for tuning in. And we've got 48 and 0.8 of a second to go in this second half, 74-62.
This Michigan team should be proud of themselves for
Definitely.
the accomplishments this season. I mean, the worst year in program history is I see Will Cheddar comforting Trey Donaldson on the bench. Seems to be a little upset. I mean, yeah, the season ends, and for every single team in college basketball except for one, it ends with a loss.
Yeah.
And this team, I mean, let's face it, maybe the ceiling was reaching that goal, but they never really got there. But reaching the second weekend of the tournament and putting up a good fight against arguably the best team in the country, a team that might go on to win the whole thing in Auburn. They had an outstanding season. They were in the race to win a Big Ten regular season title. I mean, LJ Kaysen.
LJ Kaysen hitting the deep three.
He's going to be a special piece for this team in the future.
Definitely. Now Baker Mazzara driving down the court and gets the slam. And sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, we know we got to close out quickly when this game comes to an end, so just wanted to put the finishing touches on it. But,
Definitely.
You know, this team should be very proud of what they accomplished this year. Second weekend of the tournament. They were in the hunt for a Big Ten regular season championship. They won the Big Ten tournament championship. Just incredible accomplishments after the worst year in program history. The first year for Dusty May as he daps up Vlad Golden, checking out for the last time this year. This team's going to have a lot of holes to fill. A lot of guys going to be leaving, but a lot of guys staying, a lot of guys returning that you can be very positive about for the future of this Michigan team. Trey Donaldson being one of them. Who knows what's next for Danny Wolf? An outstanding night for him tonight, whether he goes to the NBA or not. LJ Kaysen, all these guys are going to have bright futures here at Michigan, and it was an outstanding 2024-2025 season. They were a roller coaster. They were a blast to watch. You never knew what you were going to get. And Auburn closes this one out. They advance.
Yeah, 78-65 for the Auburn Tigers. The Michigan Wolverine fans giving a round of applause for their players. Like you said, Ethan, it's been a great season for the Wolverines, even though it might not feel too good right now. And we're running out of time, so I'm Jonas Tompkin. Alongside me, it's been a pleasure calling this game with you, Ethan. It's been a pleasure to be.
It's been a pleasure being here with you for your last game. It's been awesome.
A great trip, and unfortunate that this probably will be my last basketball game for WCBN, but only great memories. And we will kick it back to Ann Arbor with Owen, TJ, and Alex in the WCBN studio. And thanks again for tuning in, and go Blue.